So a lot has been made recently about who has been donating to local school board candidates' campaigns. I'm going to look at Hamilton County District 2 candidate Crystal Boehm, who's running as an independent. Yet when you look at who's donating to a campaign, it definitely is a very left-leaning list of individuals. And there's a few names that really stand out. So the first donation just about 10 days ago was James Mills. Then back in February, you had Robert Mills donating $1,800 as well as James Mills. And Boehm Mills, the second, donating $1,800 back in February. These are the largest individuals donating to Crystal. And if those names sound familiar, it's for one of two reasons. One is they owned massive portrait photography business that I'm sure all of us got our pictures taken by at some point in time, as well as they are massive progressive donors. Olin Mills actually co-founded a Democratic Pact here in Tennessee. And these three individuals also donate quite readily to Kathy Lennon's campaign. So Kathy Lennon, you'll see this three same names for this year. Owen Mills, Robert Mills, and James Mills all donated the massive amount of $1,800 to Kathy Lennon. Now, Kathy Lennon, who's running for the House seat, who happens to be Crystal Boehm's aunt, which is kind of interesting because Kathy Lennon used to have the school board seat that Crystal's running for. And then Kathy Lennon, as she no longer was running for the school board seat, had her treasurer, Margot Perez, run for the seat. And back then, he didn't have to declare a party. So Kathy Lennon didn't declare a party, and Marco Perez didn't declare a party. And they're obviously connected, but Marco being Kathy's treasurer during that campaign. And then as Marco stepping aside, you have Kathy Lennon's niece, Crystal Boehm, who's running as an independent, even though these are all very left-leaning people running for that same school board seat. So interesting, all of them funded by the Owen Mills family. Now, the Owen Mills family, if you look deeper into who they give to, and you'll see that Owen Mills has given millions of dollars to Senate Majority PAC, which is a far left-leaning super PAC that gives money to left-leaning and progressive candidates nationwide. Same for, if you look at James Mills of Chattanooga getting money to DNC, as well as a lot more if you continue to scroll through these archives. And then Robert Mills from Lookout Mountain give to the Senate Majority PAC $5,000, also to a Democratic Justice Group, Stacey Abrams, prominent Democrat in Georgia. So these are people that do not live in our area, but give massive amounts of money to progressive candidates across the country. And that's who's funding Crystal Boehm's campaign. It's right here in the document that she's turned over. One other interesting name on here is Red Bank Forward. So Red Bank Forward is a local PAC that has an interesting kind of mission statement, if you will. So they're a collective of Red Bank residents and neighbors working to empower progressive candidates and policies to promote a fairer and more inclusive community. So again, this is a far left-leaning progressive PAC that has given $2,500 to Crystal's campaign. So, as she says, that she's independent and it's all grassroots money going to her campaign. It's anything but that. This is far left money, far left progressive money that's trying to win a school board seat. And they're doing this across the country. This is not just here in what you would think would be a pretty conservative area. This is happening across the country, trying to flip these local school board seats into left-leaning hubs. Really, to my thought at least is when you have left-leaning school boards, you have left-leaning schools, and then children grow up and live in the schools and areas, over 10, 15, 20 years become leftist areas. At least that seems to be the goal. So Red Bank Forward, another group based out of Red Bank, that is trying to push far left causes, equity, social justice, all the DEI stuff. It has, if that flavor. So that's what you can look forward to. If Crystal Boehm wins this seat, more of this.